right, so welcome to tacos.
Welcome to tacos on Taco Tuesday. What did you think of the new property?
The new property looks pretty rough.
Gracias.
But these tacos look good.
But these tacos don't look rough.
Yeah,
Para
these
tomar gustan algo, tengo agua de Jamaica.
Una Jamaica chica. Wow, look at these accoutrements, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's but it has so much potential.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of looked at it like, you know, can we renovate at least even part of it? But the more I look, it's like the more I say no.
Yeah.
It's just got to go.
Yeah.
But we can do something very beautiful there.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of in the lines of what we're already doing with the Joel's Wine Bar project.
Uh-huh.
Keeping that classic Hacienda Mexican style.
Yeah.
They're really good. Speaking of tacos and good food, if you're looking for a very unique experience it's actually private. I mean, you could also book directly with Tejabanes, because they will take, I think they need a minimum of 8 people.
Yeah.
But if you do it with us, we take care of all the organization. Plus, I kind of work the front of the house. So with the guys,
Yeah.
so I'm there actually as your host. You know, moving some plates, pouring some wine.
Yeah.
Talking about the food, talking about the wine choices. So I think that's a unique way to do a private experience like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can call the guys directly, but I was pretty well blown away.
Plus, I'll be there pointing a camera in your face.
And Paul will be there pointing
While
a
you're
camera
eating.
in your face.
Yeah, that's always fun.
But from the moment we arrived, these guys just had it down.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful setting. Like, it's really just a house, and they've kind of dressed up the house in a way that just makes it really, really comfortable.
Yeah.
And that front balcony,
Yeah.
and just like a beautiful place to have a dinner, especially at sunset.
Yeah, I think at sunset I really like that setting because the light is very soft.
We started, the first dish was this crema de elote, which is a corn cream soup. And it was amazing. This is the second time I've had it.
Yeah.
But this is the first time you've had it.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I liked it. I don't normally eat corn soup,
Yeah.
but this one is very good. It was like subtle. Like it wasn't like a overwhelming flavor explosion in your mouth, but it was delicious.
And we paired it with a Chardonnay, Mexican Chardonnay, and that was what we had was the Orlandi Sauvignon Blanc. Yeah, so then next on the list came these sopes.
Oh yeah, the sopes.
And I've had sopes with cheese, I've had sopes with frijoles, but I've never had sopes with camarón, shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what they did to the camarón, but it was so delicious. And I didn't get a whole sope because, again, they only made 18 because I screwed up. So I shared Jillian's, and it was delicious.
I would say that was my favorite of the night. The sopes with camarón were delicious because a lot of times when you get sopes, and sopes are basically like a tortilla, like a thick tortilla that they fry. And these sopes were tender all the way through, and they were like kind of, but cooked perfectly. So like a lot of times what happens when you get a sope is that it's like part of it will be a little too cooked, like a little too fried. It gets a little crispy. And
it's not chewy soft. It's chewy.
It's chewy. Like
chewy.
you need to chew through it, like a hard piece of meat or something, right? This was like, you just bite right through it.
It's delicious.
It was perfect.
The next course was the huachinango and herb.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And that was delicious.
What was the herb?
Oh, they just had a herb blend, so.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't really know. That's a secret. But it was delicious.
So, the Nebbiolo that comes from Aguas Calientes, very soft Nebbiolo, not very tannin, went really, really well with that fish.
Yeah.
So that was my choice there. And then the final plato fuerte was the mole. And Jillian, and here's how you know this is good mole. Jillian does not like mole, generally speaking. She's not a mole fan, but she loves this mole. We had this flan. which I think they call it the Herakaya.
What'd you call me?
Basically, it was a flan. This is all good. Again, if you want to have a good time, you can reach out to Tejabanes directly and I'll put their contact information in the link below. If you don't want to think about it, just book the experience and have me and Paul deal with all the organization, the wine selection, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Just reach out to us at
info@movingtomexico.com. Be in the video, right?
And then you'll be in a video.
Yeah.
Because we'll make a video on it.
Yes.
And I can guarantee you're going to have an amazing time.
Yeah, it's fun. So, Joel, we had a comment from Rick Perez.
Yeah.
And he's asking about how to invest in Mexican real estate as a U.S. citizen or a Canadian citizen? Or?
Yeah, so he's from the U.S. and he's a realtor, so he's involved in real estate in the States. And just thoughts on a potential video about pricing, location, and he said creative funding ideas for construction or any other resources for investors for the United States. And well, you know, it's Mexico can sometimes be a little bit of a tricky place to work, to invest, to run a business, because there's different levels of businesses, there's different tax structures. It's kind of a little bit all over the place, so you need to kind of figure that out before you do the investment, because you don't want problems later on down the road.
Right.
The easiest way for an investor from the US or any other place around the world is to invest in a Mexican S.A.P.I, which is specifically set up for foreign investment.
Okay.
Because the way the investment works is any of the income that is earned within the S.A.P.I here in Mexico is taxed, right? Any income that is paid out to the investors is net of the tax. So they don't have to deal with any Mexican tax. Okay. They only have to declare that on their tax returns on wherever they live and deal with the income on that side. But there's no further reporting that they have to do in Mexico. That's all taken care of by the S.A.P.I. So we have two examples where, well, we have a S.A.P.I for Joel's wine bar and condos, and the investors that invested into that are part of the S.A.P.I. Same with Paul's. Yeah. Actually, I think on yours is before we started the S.A.P.I, so we did it with a different company, but it's set up the same way. But essentially, you know, we kept that investment very, very straightforward. Whereas you could invest a minimum of $25,000 and you get 12% interest paid quarterly.
That's right.
And then as long as that investment is ongoing, then you can convert it into ownership in any one of our units.
Yeah.
You know, so we had our customers that we ran into, Vic, with your wife Daniela, and Liz. Yeah, Vic and Liz, and they were checking out their new home, or where it's going to be at Joel's Wine Bar and Condos, and that's how they started. You know, so they started as a S.A.P.I investor, but that's how they got started, and that's truly the easiest way. And if you're looking at moving to Mexico and doing more of what we're doing, you know, that is what you're going to want to hire a lawyer for and a good accountant to help you set up those structures that'll allow you to bring in investment because there's all sorts of paperwork that needs to be filled out on our end. Yeah. Like the whole anti-money laundering, it's huge here, right? So we have to adhere to certain rules and protocols. This is like really busy here.
Yeah,
like I feel like I'm in Thailand or something. Like
it's crazy.
Or Mexico City.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like if you're going to get more involved in doing your own business, those are the type of things you're going to have to make sure that you cross your T's and dot your I's on. And so those are some creative ways. The most creative way to get money into the country, and it's not even really necessarily creative, but just easiest, is setting up a S.A.P.I. Okay. Yeah. But there's all sorts of hoops you have to jump through to be able to set that up.
Who do you have to? Who should people reach out to help them jump through those hoops?
You know, I would recommend the lawyer that we have, but they're so busy right now. Like it's hard to recommend them because you're going to be way down the list right now.
Sure.
But is to find yourself a good Mexican lawyer that specializes in business law, and in corporations and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And they can help guide you through it.
Yeah.
For an accountant, you can reach out to us. I can put you in touch with, we have a pretty good guy that has been doing all of our business, and it's just a matter of interviewing people and finding who you like. That's the other thing, right?
Yeah.
Like I could recommend you someone, and then maybe it doesn't
Might
work
not
for
be
you.
a match. Yeah.
But you know, you go.
And you could ask around and like
Ask around.
you know, on Facebook groups and stuff, and say, hey, which lawyer do you recommend for this? And then you know you get a few names in there, and
you start from there, or Google. You know, the Google machine. Like if people are astute enough to have their business and everything on Google, and they've got reviews, then you'll start there and interview 3 guys.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you have anything else, Paul?
Nope.
Okay.
I think we're good.
I guess on that note, everybody, thanks again for joining us for another Taco Tuesday. Here with the carnitas on the corner.
Carnitas Hermanos Arias.
And that's right around the corner from Cuatro Estaciones, right around the corner from Joel's Wine Bar and Condos, and just a few blocks away from yours.
Yeah.
This is the place to be, the Upper East Side.
All
right. Nos vemos, hasta luego, and adios from the Upper East Side here in Bucerias, Nayarit, Mexico. I want to see a full team on this site by Tuesday, or they're fired. They're really good.
Hey, buddy. Hi. Hi. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. Yeah.